Hello, today I'm going to make coffee and walnut cake. It comes to you from Queen Alfred Cakes and my name is Joss. The coffee cake is going to be really strong because that's how I like it. I like a real hit of coffee. So we start with the oven on at 170. If you've got a gas oven or if it's not a fan oven, then probably more like 180. So the coffee is 7 grams of instant coffee and 1 tablespoon of boiling water. I just swirl it around, don't stir it because the granules stick to the spoon. Swirl it and leave it for a minute to dissolve. Then we have 225 grams of marge, room temperature, and 225 grams of granulated sugar. Of course you can use an electric whisk, but today I'm doing it by hand, it's very quick. Notice it gets lighter, right. And then in goes the dissolved coffee. That, and then 4 eggs, which I put into a separate bowl just to check for shell. They can all go together, and at this stage it will look a bit curdly, but that doesn't matter, don't worry about it. It all comes together when you put the flour in. So 225 grams of self-raising flour, all in together. I put all the walnuts on the top of the cake so that people can pick them off if they don't like them. But you can put some in the mix at this stage as well if you really like lots of walnuts. You can always add about 100 grams of extra walnuts into the mix. And so it's almost like a batter, thick batter. Done. And then you need a 2-pound tin with a cake liner, no need to grease it. And that goes in the oven. There's the beeper. This has been in for exactly 50 minutes, so we'll just have a quick look and see if it's done. Perfect. Clean knife. If it's a bit gooey, quickly shut it again and give it another 5 minutes. But that's perfect, that one. So for the icing you need another 7 grams of instant coffee and a tablespoon of boiling water. Again, exactly the same. Swirl it round. Leave it for a minute or so. And for the icing you need 100 grams of softened butter and 300 grams of sifted icing sugar. Tip it all in together and that should come together quite well. This gives a very strong coffee flavour, which is what I love. So probably not the cake to have just before you go to bed. And that will taste absolutely yummy. Oh, divine. So here's the cake I made earlier. And this wonderful cake liner peels back, so you never have to grease it. like that, and just cut it in half. Like that. And then about a third of the mix. Put it on the top using the knife. You don't have to be precise, it will all work out fine. Bang the top on like that, squish it until it's straight. And then I fold the paper underneath for the time being, just so you can get at it more easily. So with a spatula, just scrape it down, and then put the rest on the top. Lots of icing, much yummier. And then just spread it around the sides. I don't know if you can see that. Coating it all the way around keeps it much fresher too. It'll keep for 2 or 3 days absolutely fine, but it won't last that long, not in my house. And quite a lot on the top because you want the walnuts to sink into it. And I put all the walnuts on the top so that if people don't like walnuts, they can just pick them off. Like that, and then the walnuts. Spread them on the top. Done. Bit of a pat. There we go. Perfect cake. So here we have coffee and walnut cake, and I'm going to cut you a nice big slice so you can see how utterly yummy it is. Oh, scrumptious.